You know, there's a video always wanted to make. So to all my target individual, um, I am continuously making as many videos as I can because maybe there'll be a time when I won't. And this one major video that the biggest, if that I wanted to make all along. It's been a while since I've thought about it, but I wanted to make sure that it's well organized. But it seems like time is maybe I won't have the time to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it and talk about something they do. And all my target, which I know that you guys have experienced a lot of it. This is something I've heard many times before from other target individuals. You hear these people sometimes say things in advance, and then you experience these things, right? Or do things in advance because somehow they have this technology has the ability to somehow predict what you're going to do. Now, to all my target individuals, this technology is a technology that is being perfected every day. One thing that I've heard a lot is like target individuals said that, for example, this woman would go to a store, right, to buy clothes, and she'll go to like places where she's about to buy things, and she see like red like strings on it, and apparently the perps were just trying to say that they were there before her. So it's these things where they have the ability to predict what you're going to do, control what you're going to do, and so sometimes they make you feel like, or they make you hear things that you're going to hear later. And I've heard of like testimonies where target individuals actually believe like, oh my gosh, I'm like the biggest target individual because everybody And the thing is, no, this program does these things where it's also as protocol. It's also as systematic as the pedophilia type of torture they do, right? And you for me, for example, they will say something, and then 2 3 weeks later I hear it, right? This is just one of many examples. Uh, they will say something, and then I would, for example, they said something about like wanting to drink juice, and they were like, "Oh, this is our juice," and then I would want to drink that juice, or they would do like something like um something I will hear in the podcast a few days later or few weeks later, like I don't know, let me just say like jets or something, or some like shootings, our shootings or something like that. And I heard in in the podcast there was a shooting, and initially I was like, oh my gosh, the whole world is, but then I heard all the testimonies, all the testimonies, and I'm like, so it's really part of this program where they really not only manipulate, control, and also predict everything that's going to be done. Everything is orchestrated in advance. So obviously they know. Now, sometimes it's shocking to see these people who are just bottom feeders are able to tell you what you're gonna eat tomorrow, right? I was like, it's our pizza, and then you eat it and you see like who's talking. It's because the technology, this program is extremely sophisticated and orchestrated and organized to control the target individual in every way. And even if the purpose is just as unsophisticated as it gets, some of them are like childlike people. That's why they're able to make themselves almost on the spectrum. The sophistication of the weaponry is that high, is that advanced. So you hear these people, like you look at them like these people don't even know what they're gonna eat tomorrow, but they can tell me it's because the technology is that sophisticated. It's because this is so sophisticated, and they know everything is obviously orchestrated. They know what you're gonna see next. They know the next move. Everything is this technology. This program is sophisticated. That's why they're just the bottom feeders. You know that because the program is so orchestrated, well orchestrated. You look at them, it's like these people didn't even probably brush their teeth. These people they probably even like and you think these people are doing, no, of course they're part of the program. Everything is provided. They do what they need to do. They're just the bottom feeders are in this program. And their job is to make continuously agitate you and know you, make you subscribe to this thing. It's you. Oh, I did it. Of course, you can't even do any of this, but This program is doing it, and you work for this program. These people, some of them, like they can't even feed themselves. Like I'm sorry, like cook for themselves, or and you like so of course these people might be not the most unsophisticated human beings, but the technology is the most sophisticated. That you don't even like that everything is so orchestrated that these people can tell you everything that you're gonna experience so far along. I made a video about how like I was talking to a perp, and this perp was telling me like, yo, I don't know about the future, and she kind of laughed about it because she was talking about my future because I know she knows. This program is so orchestrated that they know everything about me. The sad part about this is like they have no idea what's going to happen to them, but they can tell me everything about what I'm going to drink tomorrow, what time I'm going to wake up, what time what I'm going to listen to, what I'm going to listen to, what's going to be heard, everything, because this is part of this sophisticated technology and program. They know everything in advance. They control, and so them being involved in this program gives them this ability to be able to tell me everything about what's going to happen to me. But it means nothing about they. This don't under like they still are like they don't need to be geniuses. They don't. You see them, some of them, you're like, "Phew, okay, that shows how how sophisticated this technology is. That's what they when you hear them talk like it's I did it. I was like, oh my gosh, they sound like children. They even argue like children. But they see what's happening to your body. They see what's gonna happen to you in the future. They see that because everything has been orchestrated in advance. This technology is like super predictive. And I've heard that before. There was a target individual who talked about it very like well said that this program is about like having ability to predict you. And at this point I'm so unpredictable. I'm sorry, I'm the opposite. I'm very predictable. I don't go out so often. I don't like everything, the YouTube, everything. They can make sure they know what I'm gonna see before I see it because they can put it there. I have the same rituals, the very same thing, so it's easy for them to even manipulate. So it makes me very easy to manipulate. It makes it very easy for me to be predicted. It makes it everything is easy because I'm not trying to be predictable. I'm not trying to. Some people travel, get out of the apartment, they go in like they try to survive in a sense where they're gonna run away from. But me, I'm like, I don't care about surviving. Death is coming to all of us. I just don't want to let them live their fantasy. This is my job. So they know I'm gonna make videos. So now they can even predict what video I'm gonna make next. It's okay as long as you understand that this is how I'm gonna go out. But talking, my last words will be doing these things because I know somebody's gonna is gonna be watching this and maybe help one of this person. And on top of that, as they do these things, they can get delusional and live their fantasy, thinking, "Oh no, this is you." No, not only I'm not subscribing to it. Listen, this is what's happening. This manipulation is what they do. Look, so with me, I want to make sure that not only I help all target individuals that are lost and they think that the whole world is against us. It's not the whole world. This program completely control your whole ecosystem, meaning everybody around you, they know what you're gonna watch, they know what news you're gonna watch, they control what you want to watch. So if they can control you to think in these disturbing ways, they can make you control. They can control you to watch things that they want you to watch that aren't a like if they want you to watch the news. They could like you like to listen to the news. You like to listen to uh to a podcast. Oh, just watch this podcast, and they're gonna say something that you're gonna hear in the podcast. The pedophilia type of things is extreme. It's like disgusting. So it's like it's them. But the small things they can make you feel this, like make you do it, right? In my head, I'll try to go into some other version. That's why you heard this loud honking. That's what they like to do. But is that so? You will constantly hear these people who sound like none, very unimpressive, telling you about what you're gonna watch, about what you're gonna listen, what you're gonna hear about. They can talk about, oh, this gonna be a airplane crash, and 3 weeks later there's an airplane crash. You're like, what? And I heard that target individuals have said something that's you say something and then they hear happening. Like this, and me saying airplane crash is something that was fed by me to from these people.